everyone, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes. So I had already planned a lot of showcases. I believe that I already done Rearmed Marianne and Ninja Noir, but then I got a very lucky pull, which is Emblem Lyn. Emblem Lyn joins the rank of my emblems, which are Sigurd and Celica so far, and she has a very cool set of skills, new abilities, etc. that I would love to delve into. So she came before those other showcases that I already recorded, so whenever you see them you'll understand why I acted like they were very new, but instead I released them later. So that's it. Other than that, we are here for an emblem showcase, so everything that you need to know about this emblem character. Emblem characters are probably the best of the best that you can get in all possible ways, gameplay and all their external functionalities, so the build showcase is merely to tell you how they work, because I would be foolish not to recommend to get at least one copy of each emblem. They are essentially very good and always give a plus to any character, literally any character that you use. So, without further ado, let's start with the showcase. And you need to know about the characters, so dialogue, animation, etc. and so on. Build showcase, gameplay showcase. I would like to say that this will be an easy one, but there are a lot of new words, so brace yourself because the build showcase will be crazy. I will be back with you right there. Enjoy!
Where are Ivy and Hortensia? I should stay nearby to protect them. Polish the ring up and make it sparkle. Oh, right! My ring isn't here. I am different from the Lyns who have come before me, but I am quite strong. I will show you the true power of an emblem. Don't poke around thoughtlessly. Do the blue flames interest you? A familiar wind. It brings back memories of Elios and my homeland of Sakei. It's nice that both Eliwood and Hector look well. Sweep across, emblem of blazing. Remember those words. They are the invocation to summon me. Where are Ivy and Hortensia? I should stay nearby to protect them. Polish the ring up and make it sparkle. Oh, right! My ring isn't here!
Okay, my friends, let's start with the showcase. It will be a tough one, so hopefully you will follow along and understand everything. I will try my best to condense how she works and the best emblem option you can give her to as best as I can. So let's start. We have the stat line, of course. She's an infantry green bow, very lean, so to speak. And we have 40 HP, decent, attack 60, very high, and understandably so, because as you can see her defenses aren't the best, 25 and 34. She can take some hits, but she's not meant to be an enemy face character, or take hits at all. Speed 48, and you do want for this character to get as much speed as you can, because she's a character that scales of speed in a major way, and I don't mean that very lightly. You want her to have as much speed as you can give her. So let's start with the weapon. Are you ready? Boom. Okay. So as you can see, there are a lot of effects, but do not worry, if you cut below Desperation and so on, those are all stuff that we already know. Desperation is a skill, Preempt Pulse is just a special trigger acceleration before the first attack, so they are pretty easy to understand. Potent Follow-Up X, I will explain it when we get to it, but it's also fairly easy to understand. So let's start. Special trigger acceleration, effective against flying foes, the usual. At the start of turn, if unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack and speed plus 6, Desperation and Preempt Pulse to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Very good, because it is not only an effect for Lyn herself, it is also for allies. They get Desperation, Preempt Pulse, and stats. Desperation is if unit initiates combat, unit can make a follow-up attack before following an attack. Preempt Pulse is special acceleration before the first attack. Very good for a unit that want to make a very quick reach for their special and accelerate it even more. For Lyn especially was a 2-turn special, one with the already built-in special trigger acceleration. She will always cast her special all the time, which is amazing. Then we have the grand effect only for Lyn. If unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants bonus to unit attack speed equals to 6 plus 20% of unit speed at the start of combat. So that's why you want auto speed already, you can see a reason why right here. Many stats. Also you get plus 7 damage. Flat damage like this with just a number and not a percentage is incredibly good in such a meta. Let me tell you that. And then we have anti-damage reduction by 50%. Very good. Also, if decreasing the speed difference necessary to make a follow-up attack by 25 would allow unit to trigger a follow-up attack, triggers potent follow X during combat. So basically, you do a speed check. If this speed check allows you Lyn to attack twice during combat if you reduce the enemy speed by 25, she triggers potent follow-up X during combat. What is potent follow-up X? Basically, you trigger an additional attack after your normal attack, which has a set amount of damage based on a percentage of unit normal attack damage. It is basically an extra attack, so to speak. Not like Brave Weapons, but something more. You could attack 3 times, potentially. One attack, another attack thanks to your speed, and then the potent follow-up attack. In this case, this one can be either 80 or otherwise 40. 80 if you can attack twice and perform this follow-up. 40 if you can only attack once and then perform this follow-up. Very good. Because if you think about it, this is sort of an extra way for her to deal more damage before she gets attacked back. For a unit that is mainly focalized around the player face, this is an effect that is incredibly useful. I do think that in general we have seen this before with Emblem Art, which I haven't covered yet, but it is an effect that helps a lot in this current meta, in my opinion. A major weakness, and I will say it now because it is right here, hardy bearing on a character that tries to tank Emblem Lyn is very effective. I've seen videos of Fjorms with hardy bearing, like the Ice Tribe one for example, that are able to completely destroy Lyn just by having hardy bearing equipped as a seal and then they can tank her. That's a major weakness because, as I told you, Lyn doesn't have a great defense, so if she gets her order of attacks denied, this effect doesn't trigger and everything pretty much falls onto itself. So be careful of tank characters with hardy bearing whenever you're using Lyn. So now we have Astra Storm. Okay, do not get worried here either, the effect is actually very short, they just explain what is a style, and I will explain it as well, and it is very easy to understand. So we start with boost damage by 40% of unit speed when special triggers, another speed scaling special. If unit special is ready or as triggered during combat, you get potent follow-ups as triggered with X minus or equal to 99, then you get an X equal to 100. Basically, what happened? When Astra Storm triggers, she gets an extra attack 40% of unit speed, And then she sets the value of her potent follow-up X effect to 100. What does this mean? The explanation is a bit tricky here. That basically this potent follow-up that triggers here will always get the maximum amount of damage. It will basically become a fully fledged second attack. There is no more reduction of Lyn normal damage from her normal attack, which is incredible because it will deal full damage, no reduction, and it always triggers because, as you can see, the special trigger acceleration plus the preempt pulse will make it so your potent follow-up attack will always have a full damage and will always trigger, which is why you can see you want a tank with hardy bearing to deny all of this. Okay, so we have the style. What is a style? A style is a little icon that you have on the bottom of the menu whenever a character has a style. You click it and the character basically changes how they attack. Astra Storm style. Unit can attack foes within 6 spaces of unit and 3 rows or 3 columns centered on unit, regardless of unit range. So basically she becomes sort of like a ballista. She can target any character in front of her within 6 spaces on 3 tiles of distance, or on her left and right also 3 tiles of distance and 6 distance from her. You will see it in the gameplay showcase to be more precise, but that's the range you have here. She can suffer a counter attack from this attack on 3 reasons. If the foe is armored with range equals 2, basically a ranged character that is also armored. Foe can counter attack regardless of unit range, so distant counter, or foe range is the same as the distance between unit and foe. So if you attack in front of the character with the Astra Storm style, they can counter attack. Or if you attack from 2 distance if they are a ranged character. Pretty straightforward stuff. The penalties only in here: she cannot move or attack structure. After combat movements like Canto do not occur. And the skill effect range is treated as 2. So those are the things that happened. So she will trigger save, for example, because you are attacking basically as if she's attacking from 2. Style is basically what Lyn gives to the character she emblems with, and it is... Okay, so this is hard to evaluate, because I do think that style as a mechanic will be very, very popular, because right now, for example, you can use it to snipe bothersome tanks or bothersome characters, since you do not have to worry about the distance anymore. The big problem with style is that it leaves you a little bit vulnerable. You cannot move, you cannot use Canto. If there are save characters, armor characters, etc., you probably won't get your attack off. But all in all, it is very, very strong, especially with Lyn, who, as we can see already, is an incredibly well-built character. So then we have usual premium skills: attack speed finish 4, panic smoke 4. I gave her attack speed ideal 3 because she always have bonus on, so do not worry about that. And we have a new skill, speed taker 4. This is hugely important on Lyn as a whole. At the start of turn she gets speed great talent +1 to unit. What is great talent? So great talent basically is raw stats. So to speak, that's the best way that I can put it, because there isn't really much to be said about great talent. Adds value of great talent plus X to specify the stats. So in this case she gets a great talent of speed +1. The maximum of great talent that she can get from this skill is +20, which she can get very easily, by the way. After combat, if in attack, grants special speed, speed, great talent +4 to unit. Inflicts special death -4 on foe, unit deals damage, very important effect here, equals 20% of unit speed. We have another flat damage, other than the weapon with the +7. And then neutralizes unit penalties to speed, and neutralizes effect that inflicts special cooldown charge -X on unit during combat. Very important skill, because you get raw stats of speed to a maximum of 20, debuff on the enemy for speed and death, flat damage based on the unit speed, neutralizes debuffs on Lyn speed, and finally denies any anti-special effects that she might receive. As you can see, this character has everything. She's probably one of the best player face character that we have right now, with a very glaring weakness. As I told you, hardy bearing character that are tanks as well can pretty much deny her Astra style attack because she can do much against those characters due to how tanky they are. But outside of that, she does a lot of damage. She has the emblem effect, which we'll get into now. She has a new premium skill, which is Speed Taker 4, which I can see being very powerful on all characters that rely on specials, speed, and both of them at once, which are many. I will say that, as I said at the start, there is no real reason on why you wouldn't want to roll for this character. She's very good as a character, and you also get the bonus of an emblem. So overall, I do suggest heavily that you get Lyn. Even over the New Year banner, I think that's way better to get Lyn as a whole. Now, we have to talk about engaging, which is over here. So in my case, I've engaged Lyn with Kvasir. Why? So let's see what the engage effect does, first and foremost. We have the style, same as Lyn, so not really anything to add over there. And then, when special triggers, boost damage by unit, max special cooldown count value per 4. Kvasir has a 5, reduced to 4, CD special, so she gets a lot of damage out of the Lyn engage ring, but also the distant attack helps Kvasir a lot, because one main weaknesses that Kvasir has is that her special gives another action to a character nearby. She's cavalry, so technically that's how you want to get near your characters. Like this, you can position yourself as a ballista near your characters, attack trigger the special, and give them another action. Very good effect as well. One thing worth to note, the style as an emblem can only be triggered by turn 2 onwards. So the first turn you want to use it to position your character. That's an important thing to have. And it is also why I would recommend this emblem ring to New Year Cider, because she has her C skill which blocks a character action if the rest check works. So you block a character, you position them where Cider can kill them, turn 2, you use the style and you destroy them. Very good effect. In general, what you want to use it on are characters with very heavy attacks that work off special, that are ranged obviously, and also characters that do not need to really position themselves near the enemy to trigger something. So characters that work off if an ally is nearby, etc. Those are good for those type of effects. Especially if you can position your ballista, so to speak, near characters that have save or so on. So for now, I have nearly a complete emblem team. We have Summer Gulveg with Celica, Lyn with Kvasir, and Sigurd with Hyder. Worth to note, Lyn disables duo skills. So if you pair her up with a duo character, remember that. Kvasir isn't a duo, so she's fine. I might switch my Kvasir for the other one. Haven't really decided yet, because they are pretty much the same. Just one is a cavalry, the other one as anti-DR, so there are some differences, but I will see. The logic is the same there. Like, the better the special, the better the cooldown, the better Lyn will work, especially with the effect she has, with all the things that we said earlier. Okay, so that's it for the showcase. Pretty long, but admittedly she has a lot of new stuff to go on with, so it is a given. For today, this is it for the build showcase. I will see you next time with, probably it will be rearmed Marianne, I guess, since I have already recorded it. And hopefully you have learned more about Emblem Lyn and why you will want her. Thank you very much for watching. As usual, remember to like and sub to support the channel, and to support the channel more, remember to use the super thanks feature to leave a comment to whichever choosing below your favorite Fire Emblem Heroes video. For now, enjoy the gameplay showcase, where you will see everything that Lyn can do, including the very cool new style mechanic.
Guide you. A favorable wind. Let's go. Leave it to me. Let's go. Winds, howl.
Ready to go.
Well, sweetest dreams. A favorable wind. Let's go. Ready to help. Leave it to me. A favorable wind. Emblem guide you. By your side. Oh, let's. Want to play?
I am here.
Let's go. Winds, howl. A favorable. Leave it to me. Emblem, engage. Of course. Sweetest dreams. A favorable wind.